Okay, so I'll only take a few minutes for this right here. I was looking at a video about another angle of McDonald's, that McDonald's incident where this girl had to fight this white man off of her. And I just wanted to read the comments, and it's another video uploaded by Tanya TKO. And I wanted to read this comment, and actually her comment is okay, but I just want to, I won't call out the lady's name who commented, but I just want to say a few things on what she had to say. So a lady commented under Tanya TKO's recently uploaded video about the McDonald's incident from a different angle, right? This lady said, I know it had to do with race and color. In my experience working retail as a mixed race black woman, I've had white men try to get violent with me or yell at me, but I was defended probably because I am lighter skinned. And that's the sad part. I've always taken up for black women and men in similar situations, but I've never seen other black men come to the defense of a brown or dark skinned woman. Colorism is real and racism is real, and it's sad that those men didn't help her, probably to keep the white man happy. I know people may be pressed about my comment, but I had to share. It's terrible no one came to her defense. I also blame on how black women are perceived as warriors and can hold their own in the media. There needs to be more corrective, elevating, and accurate promotion of black women. Now, I'm not even going to comment on the colorism part. I think other people got that colorism part covered. I'm not going to comment on this. This is what I want to comment on, okay? She says, I also blame on how black women are perceived as warriors and can, in quotes, can hold their own, end quote, in the media. So she is saying that black women are perceived like this in the media. And I'm going to read a reply. Because see, this is kind of, I mean, I don't have a problem with her comment, but black women are perceived as warriors in the media because they always at the front lines pumping their fists to try to defend a black man that gets shot by a cop. But they witness every time that black men don't reciprocate when something happened to them, but they continue to want to be at the front lines. They continue to want to be the protectors of black men. They even say, I've heard women say out their mouths that we have to protect our men. We have to defend our men. I've heard women say them out this out their mouths, and then they turn around and complain that these same men don't turn around and protect the black women. But what I'm saying is, you can't go around constantly being a protector and being a bodyguard and then turn around and expect the person that you constantly protecting to protect you. Not saying that black men never protected black women anyway, but I'm just making a point. And either you want to be protected or be the protector. That's the only point I'm making. It's not to say that black men would have protected black women anyway, because there's never ever been protection for black women in the history of this nation. And in probably the history of black people, period. Okay, there's really never been protection, because before this slavery, there was the Arab slave trade. You had the Ottoman Empire. Black women and girls have never really been protected. But black women still continue to want to protect the men that they by now, after thousands of years, should know that are not protecting them. But I want to get into the replies. Okay. So I just want to talk about how it's a shame how media, she says it's a shame how media portrays black women as warriors, as if black women don't have something to do with that. That's the same thing that black men say when they say the media portrays them as being thugs, as being abandoning their babies and just committing all kinds of crime. It's the same thing when black men do that. They feel they don't see that they had something to do with that type of promotion of their image. Okay, so I want to get into the comments. Somebody said they couldn't have worded it better. And another person says, you are right about society perceives us as warriors. Never a feminine human being that should also be put on a pedestal as like the American white women have been since the finding of this country. Black women have been objectified as savages, itches, whores, and bitter. We as black women have had to protect our images, our bodies, and our homes. I'm just done. Saying, here we go. Never a feminine human being that should also be put on the pedestal like the American white woman. You won't see the American white woman once again. You will not see the American white woman on the front lines pumping her fists to defend men. You won't see the American white woman do that, okay? Matter of fact, the American white woman set standards for her men, which black women don't set standards for their own men, okay? And I got another thing to say about this white man at this incident. That I'm glad that justice is being served for this black woman. I think he came back in and kicked another black girl in the stomach, and that's the reason why he got caught. So I hope that charges are pressed against him for kicking the other black girl too, and I hope she gets some type of something too for what she had to go through. But the thing, what I'm noticing is that, and I might make a separate audio. I think white men are getting the memo not to mess with black women. I think they're getting this memo. Leave black women alone. Okay, but the black man don't seem to have caught on yet. I don't think they've caught on yet, because not too long before this incident, it was I think somebody showed a video of a black woman who just said no to a black man. She just turned him down, and he just punched her in the face. Like, he punched her several times in the face and knocked her to the ground. Nothing. So while I'm glad this girl is getting her justice, and I hope the other woman that got kicked in the stomach, I hope she get her justice too, because I don't think I don't like anybody putting their hands on black women. Okay, I don't like anybody doing that. I mean, these men should put their hands on women, period. But I just see that black women are getting a little bit worse, and that's why I get a little bit more concerned for black women, because black women just get it worse, okay? But at the same time, when are black women going to put their foot down on black men the same way they put their foot down on this white man? Because they're going to put their foot down on this white man. Had there been a black man that would have grabbed that black lady at McDonald's, I don't think people would have come to her rescue. I don't think there would have been a GoFundMe page, because there was a GoFundMe page that was raised for $50,000, I believe, on top of Essence helping her too. So the white men are getting the point. They know they're starting to learn to not mess with black women. They getting it, but black men ain't getting it. Had that been a black man, in my opinion, had that been a black man that grabbed that black girl like that and she had to defend herself, I don't think anybody would have said a word. And that is my issue right there, is that other groups of people are seeing the kind of crap that black women take off of black men, and they think, okay, they see these black guys go online and just smear black women's image on top of black women getting raped, what you call it, one of the highest, which is the highest murder when it comes to domestic violence. They are 60% rape molestation victims before the age of 18, 77% out of wedlock birth rates. Other races of people see that black women tolerate so much that even though this dude was wrong, they feel like it's okay. They feel like it's okay because black women sit around and let their men do anything they want, including devour their children and terrorize their neighborhood. And he felt like it was all right because he knew this young lady was unprotected. But what I'm saying is to get back on that comment, how they say it's a shame that the media portrays us as warriors. No, black women played a huge part in that by wanting to get the front lines to continue to fight for a group of men that don't do nothing. And they want to be seen, want to be feminine like the white woman, but you ain't gonna catch no white woman, you ain't gonna catch no Korean woman, no Chinese woman. You ain't gonna catch them doing the type of stuff that black women do for black men. You're not gonna catch them doing that type of stuff. So black women stop doing that type of stuff. Maybe they can stop being seen as being warriors. Now, what else was I gonna say? Yeah. So that's all I was gonna say too. Yeah, these other groups of men, especially white men, they getting the point. Oh, they getting the point. But these black men, they're not getting the memo. They still think it's okay. The lady got pummeled in the face to the ground because she said no to a black man, and you hardly hear anybody else talking about that. Had there been a white man that punched that lady in the face and pummeled her to the ground, everybody would have been talking about it. Okay? It would have been an outrage. But it needs to be a time where black women as a whole, especially in this nation, stand up to black men. Because until they put a stop to the abuse that is coming from the black men and allowing them to smear their image all over media, the other non-black people are always going to feel like it's okay to treat black women like trash. And that's all I got to say. I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to take a little break. But I'll talk to you soon.